good, tough win. What can a win like that do for this team heading down the line?
I think it's big for us. That was a must win. Especially to get 6 wins in our league, it's not easy. So anytime you come away with a win, you're really happy, and I think it could be big for us. I mean, obviously we got to build off of it. We had a tough loss against Florida State. We came back, we played pretty well. So we really need to play well again this week to get a win against a really, really good Duke team. So
after a tough 3 games on the rushing ground, as a defender, were you just amazed seeing what Josh and DeAndre were able to pull off on Saturday?
Oh yeah, sitting over there, they were running the ball pretty well against us, and so it was really nice to turn around and see Josh break off a 60-yard run, or DeAndre pull off that 37-yard touchdown run at the end of the game. It felt really good as a defensive player knowing that our offense could go out there and run the ball on them. Because with a team like Army, they run the triple option so well. They're so fundamentally sound. They run it to perfection. It's very hard to stop. If you make one mistake, they're gonna pop a big run. So looking over there, seeing them do that, it was very comforting as a defensive player.
Just looking ahead this week, Duke, winning a conference game, how big is that?
It's huge. You have to win your conference games. They're always the biggest games on your season, and especially with Duke, we always have close games. I mean, I don't even know how many games we won by 1 point or 2. So it's definitely going to be a close game. We understand that. So it's huge for us. You have to come out and play your best game on conference games, and if you don't, you're going to take a loss, because our conference, everyone shows up every week. So it's imperative that you go out and play your best football, especially when it's a conference game.
Just looking at this, Coach Grove 11-0, never lost against Duke. Is that any extra pressure on you guys? Not to want to be the ones that give them this first loss.
Right. I don't know. We don't really look at streaks that much. It's year to year. We know that they're a really, really good football team, and we're going to have to play our best football to beat them. And that's the bottom line. We don't really look too much into the past, because we can't change it. We can't do anything about it. So we just look at this game. We look at the team that they have right now, the team we have right now, and we know it's going to be a battle. So we're going to have to bring everything we got to beat them.
What year are you here?
Senior.
Okay. You were here 2 years ago for the shootout. Do you think we'll ever see a game like that again?
As a defense player, I hope not. But we never know. They have a really high-powered offense, a lot of good players, a receiver, a really veteran offensive line, a veteran quarterback. So it's going to take a lot to slow them down. So as a defense player, I'd say I really hope not, but we'll see.
He brings up a good point. 2 years ago, you guys were in that shootout, and just this past weekend, you were in another shootout. You just being a defensive player, I mean, that's something you guys want to correct and get in order, especially coming off the Army win, right?
Yes, of course. We look at it and we see the mistakes we made, and there's definitely places that we can get a lot better at. But it was an Army offense that leads the nation in rushing. So I thought we fought pretty hard, and we did our best to slow down that triple option. But as you all know, it could be pretty difficult. So we definitely need to get better. We gave up 52 points against Florida State, which was unacceptable. We gave up way too many yards on the ground last week. So we really need a game where we come out and we play a lot better. So it's no better place to start than next Saturday. So.
Yeah, and with Duke, they've got some weapons on their offensive side of the ball, but at the same time, more conventional offense or whatnot. So what type of optimism does that give you guys going into this weekend?
It does give us some optimism, but they have Connor Vernon, who has led our league in receiving yards and catches, and then Sean Referee is a great quarterback. So while they do some conventional stuff, it's definitely going to be difficult to stop those guys. He proves week in and week out that he can make the plays to win games. So we're going to have to come out and do everything that we can to slow down Connor Vernon, slow down Sean Referee. So I don't know too much about how conventional they are, but they do run, and they're about 50-50, so they do a lot of good things on the offense side of the ball that's going to cause problems for us to stop.
And just speak on the in-state rivalry aspect of this, and what type of flavor it adds to this game.
Yeah. Anytime we play in North Carolina, NC State, Duke, obviously we all want to win those games, being in the same state. We all got recruited by some of the same schools, and we know a lot of each other. So, it's always big, but, it's just another conference game for us. It's like we have to come out and play our best to get a win. So.